Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. Behind BTS's grand performances that always look perfect on stage, there are so many emotional moments that are rarely fully shown to the public. And this time, through the ARIRANG Comeback Live sketch, fans were finally able to see how the members handled one of the most intense situations leading up to an important performance. It wasn't just about choreography practice or vocal preparation. This time, there was something far more touching. Only 2 days before the live comeback broadcast, Namjoon suffered a sprain that forced the entire performance plan to be adjusted in a very short amount of time. A sudden situation like that could easily become a nightmare for any group, especially for a major live show like BTS The Comeback Live. But what made this moment so special was the way all 7 members faced everything together. In the sketch, all the members could be seen sitting together while reviewing every single detail of the performance. They discussed each moment carefully, recalculated transition timings between songs, checked stage movements, and even tried creating new ideas so the performance could still be amazing despite Namjoon's condition. Not once did they act like the situation was a burden. Instead, they focused on finding ways to make Namjoon feel comfortable and still be able to perform with them. One of the most touching parts was when they checked the path Namjoon would need to take on stage. They made sure there was enough safe space for the wheelchair, thought about movement directions, distances between stage props, and even small obstacles that other people might consider insignificant. But for BTS, those tiny details mattered deeply. They didn't want Namjoon to feel uncomfortable even for a second during the performance. They even rehearsed again while applying all the new adjustments. The chair Namjoon used was repositioned, the use of crutches was carefully included in the stage blocking, and the members constantly checked whether certain movements could cause him pain. There was such genuine care in every discussion they had. It didn't feel like co-workers preparing for a performance. It felt like a family truly taking care of one another. And maybe that's why so many fans felt emotional watching this sketch. Because even under the immense pressure of a live comeback, BTS still prioritized each other first. They weren't focused on looking perfect in front of the cameras. Their main concern was making sure every member could stand on stage together. Jimin and Jungkook were also seen several times checking the details for specific choreography parts. They tried adjusting the choreography so it would still look powerful without making things difficult for Namjoon. The way they paid attention to every little movement truly showed how much they cared about each other. The other members also kept reviewing every detail, making sure everything stayed safe while still delivering the best possible performance for fans. There was one feeling that could be felt throughout the entire sketch video: tension. You could clearly see that this comeback made everyone nervous. The atmosphere felt different. They wanted everything to go perfectly, while at the same time dealing with a completely unexpected situation. But that's exactly where BTS's professionalism shined the most. They didn't panic. They didn't blame each other. They searched for solutions together. And in the middle of that stressful rehearsal atmosphere, Jin once again became the person who kept everyone encouraged. Several times, he was seen trying to lighten the mood, making the members laugh, and keeping the team's energy positive. Small things like that may seem simple, but in high-pressure situations, emotional support like that means everything. This ARIRANG Comeback Live sketch truly showed the side of BTS that makes so many people admire them. Not only because their stage abilities are incredible, but because their dedication and bond with one another feels so real. They pay attention to the smallest details that audiences might never even notice. From stage layouts, transition timings, choreography adjustments, to the comfort of an injured member, everything was handled seriously and carefully. And the final result truly proved how hard they worked. The live performance still felt powerful, emotional, and full of energy. There was no sign that they were struggling behind the scenes. Instead, what stood out most was the incredible teamwork of 7 people supporting one another. That's why so many fans say that no other group can do it quite like BTS. They don't just perform as professional idols. They perform as a team that truly understands the meaning of togetherness. When one person struggles, the others immediately step in to help. No one is left to face problems alone. And of course, there were also moments that instantly caught the attention of Jikook fans. When Jimin and Jungkook practiced their dance break together, The chemistry between them felt incredibly strong. Their movements were synchronized, their eye contact intense, and the energy between them was impossible to ignore. Even in the middle of such a serious and stressful rehearsal atmosphere, their small interactions still managed to capture everyone's attention. The way they looked at each other during practice felt both focused and emotional. There was a tension that's hard to explain, yet impossible not to feel. And that's exactly why so many fans couldn't stop talking about that moment. Their dance break looked cool and powerful, but at the same time sweet and adorable. The more we see behind-the-scenes moments like this, the more it becomes clear that BTS really is different. What has kept them together for so many years isn't just popularity or talent, it's their relationship as a team. They know how to support each other during difficult times, how to remain professional under pressure, and how to make sure no member gets left behind. Namjoon's injury may have come suddenly and forced everything to change at the last minute. But instead of letting the situation ruin the comeback atmosphere, BTS turned it into another example of the strength of their bond. They faced everything together, adjusted everything together, and ultimately made it through the performance as one complete team. And maybe that's why this comeback live sketch felt so emotional to so many people. Because what we witnessed wasn't just the rehearsal process of a huge group. What we saw were 7 people who genuinely care for each other, work hard together, and continue choosing to stand side by side no matter the situation. Once again, BTS proved that true professionalism isn't just about delivering a flawless performance on stage. It's about continuing to support each other even during the hardest moments. And honestly, seeing all of that made this comeback feel far more special than just an ordinary live performance. And after watching everything behind this comeback live, it feels even clearer that BTS truly is different. They aren't just a group with incredible performances on stage. They are 7 people who genuinely know how to support one another when things become difficult. Namjoon's injury may have changed everything suddenly, but that was exactly when BTS's unity became most visible. No one was left alone. Every member moved together to make sure they could still perform as one complete team. And maybe that's why the ARIRANG comeback live sketch felt so emotional for many fans. Because what we witnessed wasn't just preparation for a major comeback, but the sincere bond between 7 people who always choose to support each other no matter what. If you were also touched by BTS's struggles and teamwork behind this comeback, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which moment in this comeback live sketch felt the most emotional to you? And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future updates here on Jikook Moments. See you in the next video.